saying it's your boy AJ, and we're going to talk about a little topic today. There's not really much going on in Dragonball Legends at the moment. Of course, we are winding up to the 4-year anniversary, which is going to be happening sometime in around 3 weeks. I would say we start getting some information, maybe like a announcement of a reveals and stuff, maybe an announcement of a countdown or something like that within the next 3 weeks, I would say. Considering that the anniversary will probably start on either the 30th or the 31st, I'm not too sure. Last year's anniversary, I think the Gogeta and the Corrupt Merged Masu dropped on the 30th, and then I think the year before that, the Vegeta Blue and everything like that dropped on the 29th or the 31st, so we're looking around that sort of time period. So I just wanted to get something out there. So I've gone back a little bit. I've realised Zenkai units, you know, they aren't what they're supposed to be anymore. Zenkai units were supposed to be like basically ETAs for Dokkan, which if you guys don't play Dokkan, basically an ETA does the exact same thing that a Zenkai does, where it takes an old character, makes it better, makes it up to date in the current meta, and sometimes makes them, well, most of the time on Dokkan now, make them really, really, really good. Like, you know, they are top notch units. But Zenkais, ever since Zenkai's been free, they kind of took a step back. So you guys obviously know the infamous Zenkai units, you know, units like Father Son Kamehameha Gohan, units like Green Majin Buu, units like Yellow Android 18, really, really strong, definitive Zenkai units in the old game, the old meta game. But Legends recently decided to make Zenkai units free. So I think it started off actually, I think it was Purple Turlers, I think, started off the trend. This is the summons here on DBT Space, so this is going back from like, this is basically from not Legends Festival just gone, Legends Festival the year before that. I was just looking through all the Zenkai Awakening banners to see when certain units came out. Like some of these, especially this one, like this is just a rerun of it. But like Piccolo was okay, but again, he was okay, just okay. Yeah, Android 18 was like one of the very last defining Zenkai units. But I think it started with Purple Turler. So Purple Turlers had an interesting Zenkai release. So obviously his Zenkai was announced. This one was really good, by the way. The LF Goku. Most of the LF ones have been okay or been good. So Turles had some missions come along with his Zenkai that basically allowed you to get, I think it was either it was either 1,000 Zenkai power, so get Zenkai level 1, or it was 2,000 to get Zenkai level 2. I think it was Zenkai level 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then obviously, Zenkai units decided to then, at that point, they did decide to make them so you could do dailies on the banner and get Zenkai power that way. So they made Zenkai units hella more accessible than they ever have. But they've taken a very, very, very big step back, I feel, since a while, if I'm being honest. Most of them now are basically just Zenkai units for the sake of Zenkaiing units, and just to bring them not even up to the meta, but like just relevant again. So for example, recently, one of the ones that I've been looking forward to personally for a very long time, Red Rose got his Zenkai Awakening, and it's not that good. It's good, don't get me wrong, but not, you know, it's not what we wanted from a Red Rose Zenkai, not from a God Key Zenkai, more or less. That is one unit that really let me down, if I'm being honest, in terms of Zenkais. I'm not saying that they need to make them all like Father Son Kamehameha Gohan or all like Android 18. They just need to make them kind of like Green LF Vegeta. LF Vegeta got a really good Zenkai Awakening, I feel. He's good. He's probably the defining green unit for Vegeta family and for Future and for God Key probably. And yeah, he just feels good. He doesn't feel overpowering. He has his moments where he feels overpowered, especially with his ultimate. He has his moments where he doesn't feel overpowered with, you know, sometimes he can take a bit of damage and stuff like that. So recently they decided to make Zenkai units basically bench buffers, is what I'm trying to say. And like I said, just going through some of these here. So yeah, here's the 3rd anniversary stuff. I still haven't even Zenkai this Goku, this GT Kid Goku. I still don't even have it. He's the only unit I think, like non-LF wise, that I don't have Zenkais. I just didn't care. That was at the point where, again, like I said, you could get the Zenkai Awakening. They didn't have the missions then, but you could get like dailies on the banner and stuff like that. But this was during the 3rd year anniversary, and I wasn't prepared to spend my crystals anywhere else other than main banners. But you come to like, yeah, this Goten, he was good, but he was made basically to buff up this Revival Gohan. Basically, let's just see what else we have here. So, I mean, Bardock is he's just another case. Bardock basically just nerfed all future Super Saiyan units, basically, and it's, you know, the most iconic transformation ever in Dragon Ball. First form Frieza is good. I'll give you that. First form Frieza was good, but again, it's an LF unit, a premium unit that you need to get 7 stars before you can even Zenkai them. So, you know, you have to kind of get an LF unit that is at low rates quite a few times just to get the actual thing. This Piccolo, I mean, just yeah. I mean, I have him like Zenkai 2. Some units I just literally don't like. Just don't care. Demon King Piccolo's good. He was good, but he was an old Zenkai. That's not his slot. He was very old. He was a very, very old Zenkai. But he's good. He's good. The Legends Road Zenkais just were another thing in general. The Goku, this one, the very first Legends Road unit. His Zenkai when he first came out was really, really good. Running him on a Sun Family team was probably the way to go when he first came out, and he was really, really good as a Zenkai unit. Trunks wasn't really, let's be honest. Goku Black, again, when he first came out, he was one of the first batch of Zenkais, if I remember. It was like him, Blue Broly, Red Super Saiyan Goku, like the very first Spartan unit in the game, pretty much. They were like, I think they were like the first batch of Zenkais, and he was okay for his time, and then he's just faded into complete obscurity. This Trunks, again, was good, got overshadowed by the new LF Sword of Hope Trunks. And just looking, I mean, these two are good. I still say these two are probably a staple in the GT team, if I'm being honest, when run with each other, the Super Saiyan 4s, but I do feel we are due a brand new Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, definitely. We only have one in the game. Super Saiyan 4 Goku we have 3 of, but they could easily be replaced on the GT team, easily be replaced, but again, if they don't get replaced, they can still hold their own. This Gotenks, yeah, just not impressive whatsoever. This Janemba was good. I remember this Janemba I had fun with this Janemba when he got Zenkai Awakened. And he's good. He is good. It's just a shame that the teams he's on has like multiple purples that overshadow him. Super Vegeta was really, really good. He still is to this day. And yeah, like these 3 right here, all these 3 blue units right here just don't hit like you wish they would. Like this Goku, when this Goku first came out, he came out on the same banner. I'll put it this way, he came out on the same banner with an Endurance Vegeta, him, the transforming into Kaioken. You had God Goku, and then you had LF Beerus. I think that was the banner, and that was that for its time was an insane banner. And he was monstrous during his release. Like, God, we're talking pre-year 1, I believe. He was monstrous for his time, and they just fumbled the bag on his Zenkai. And then they bigged this up that like during the Legend Festival we just had, which was Tag Goku Vegeta, Sword of Hope Trunks. They bigged this up to be like, oh yeah, Broly, the Chi assist Broly is getting his Zenkai Awakening. They made a note of that in the video and stuff, and it just doesn't really hit. Didn't really hit. Yeah, Turles. Miss Android 21, I'll give him that. This Android 21 was good. Although again, I do think she was just Zenkai'd to buff the Cell, the LF Cell. I do feel that was the case. This Goku is kind of just he's just there. Kaba and Caulifla, just get them out of here. Same with Kale, same with Chilled. I'll give it to him. These two are good. I'll give it to these two, especially Zamasu. Zamasu is really, really good. Final Form Frieza, again, I feel like they just did to buff the other Final Form Frieza, the LF1. God Vegeta is still good, just gets overshadowed on his teams by other yellow units. Same with these two, this Super Vegeta and a Super Saiyan Vegeta. Again, Super Saiyan Vegeta, the GT one, was basically made just to buff the LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because if you remember, at the time, they gave Super Saiyan 4 Goku with Platinum equip as well, which I still to this day don't have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so big Sag, but he's not that good anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Super Vegeta, again, just not really that, he's good, just not amazing. This one was good, I'll give them that, I will give them that. Metal Cooler, again, just Final Form Frieza, just Purple Gohan, he was good at his time, but now he isn't really that good. Final Form Cooler can still be run, but again, he gets overshadowed by another blue on LOE. Yeah, so these two are like the OG Zenkais, and they just trash still to this day. This blue Goku was like an OG Zenkai 2, and he's good. He is good. He was for a long time a staple blue on God Key. This guy was good. You see the point I'm getting at here? Like there he is, the letdown himself. Most of them are just made to bench buff like other units. They don't really make Zenkai characters anymore to basically be the defining characters anymore. And looking at most of them recently, most of it has been the LF characters have been the biggest buff in terms of Zenkai units, and while that is fine, you've got to take into account that they have to be 7 stars first, so you have to pull the unit at a Legends Limited premium unit, may I add, at least 4 or 5 times, depending on obviously, you know, the type of banner you're summoning on. I mean, most LFs now come out with 2 times Z power, so that's good. You have to basically summon them so many times just to get them 7 star. I mean, like I said, I still don't have Piccolo Zenkai because I just have them at 4 stars, and that leads me to think that during the 4-year anniversary, obviously, if we are going TOP themed, that we will see a Zenkai for this guy right here when it does load. There you go. Ultra Instinct Sign Goku came out. By the time the anniversary comes out, he would have been a year and a half old, and honestly, he's kind of fallen off a little bit. And again, I only have him at 4 stars, so this is the level I have him at, 4 stars. They did for a while with some Legends Limited Zenkais when they brought them out. They did have events where you can get their Z power. They did that for Vegito. They did that for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. They did that for Goten, I remember. I can't remember if they did it to anyone else. They didn't do it for Vegeta, I remember that. They didn't do it for Vegeta, and they didn't do it for Piccolo. So this guy, I would say, is probably more likely to be the next Legends Limited Zenkai, probably during year 4. And honestly, they need to make this guy feel like a premium Zenkai, if I'm being honest, because even at 7 stars, he's not amazing. Like I say, he's definitely fallen off a little bit. He can still do good damage, don't get me wrong, he can still do very good damage. But he's very glass cannon-y, and once you get his unique gauge down, you know, don't get me wrong, the unique gauge is a very, very good mechanic, and you can see here, look, his blast defense and strike defense and health, very, very low compared to his actual offense. And honestly, when MUI comes out during 4 years, let's be honest, we all know it's going to be MUI. If it isn't MUI, I will, I don't know, I'll do something if it's not MUI. But yeah, I feel MUI would balance this all out. So MUI would look like this, but then have a bit more defense and health, just because it's Master UI, not UI Omen. So yeah, I can definitely see this guy being at the next Zenkai, 100%. In terms of his team, they probably, I won't say God Key needs it, Universe Father Saga more so, but God Key don't really need a Zenkai purple unit because they've got this guy, or these guys, should I say. So yeah, and in terms of other units, you can see here, like, most of these top units, the first one we get to that's like a Zenkai unit. Let's just have a look. Let's just see the first one we get to that's a actual Zenkai unit. Yeah, here we go. Broly assist unit. Just not quite there. And this Fusion Android 13, the one that just came out, I've done. Don't get me wrong, I've done like all his missions apart from the daily missions. Like they're the ones I got left to do. So you know, I'll get him Zenkai 7 in like a week or something like that. But he was just made to Zenkai buff the brand new LF androids. Like, don't get me wrong, them making Zenkai units free is such a big move for them. Like, Zenkai units at one point were ruining the game. Oh, I completely skipped past this in Mossy, but oh well. Zenkai units were ruining the game at one point, don't get me wrong, they 100% were. But then I think they need to find that middle ground now. So Zenkai units now just don't quite. You either just have them on the bench to buff, or you don't have them at all. Like, that's pretty much how it goes at the minute. But there needs to be a middle ground where they are runnable units too, in terms of you can actually run them and they actually look good, but they're not Father-Son Kamehameha Gohan level. But obviously we have, like I say, from the time of me recording this video, we have just about 3 weeks. I'd say the 24th here we'll see some information, like, I don't know, we'll get a reviews and stuff later on in the week, or the 29th, something like that, or 28th. So we have like 3 weeks left to fill here of just whatever they're going to do. We already know that there's going to be a raid happening and new co-op happening tomorrow. So the 4th, that was probably going to last us for another week, which will probably get a new Zenkai, and I don't quite know who it's going to be. I don't quite know, because bear in mind, obviously we'll have more than likely like a limit break banner here. The next few weeks are going to be a bit dry for Legends. Let's get nothing wrong here. The next few weeks are going to be dry, just because May and June are going to be so jam-packed. They are going to be absolutely packed full of stuff. So in terms of like what they could do to fill out that gap, I don't know. Maybe we'll see a Zenkai for a unit like Super Gogeta that we've been asking for so long, or maybe Yellow Vegeta that we've been asking for so long, or maybe, I don't know. Let's just have a look here. Super Janemba would be cool. Golden Frieza would be pretty cool, but I feel like they'd make Golden Frieza to buff the other green Golden Frieza. This Transforming God Vegeta would be a good Zenkai, I think. Would be pretty good. If they're going for Universe of Alpha Saga theme, this TOP Gohan, I guess. Super Baby 2, I guess. They need to do a lot with Zenkais, and honestly, we'll probably find out in the next week or so. I would say that we'll probably get a new one, and let's hope it doesn't let us down. Let's hope the Zenkais during the year 4 anniversary as well don't let us down. But with that being said, let me know what you guys feel about the current state of Zenkais in this game. I mean, it's a good thing that they're free. It's basically like Dokkan EZAs. You know, you do the event, no matter how tedious the event is, you do the event, you get free crystals, you get the power to Zenkai Awaken them. So it basically is like an Extreme G battle on Dokkan, and the unit just doesn't feel, you know, like worth it, if I'm being honest. Like, I can tell you, like, probably on one hand the amount of times in the past like months I've Zenkai'd a unit, actually soul boosted them and used them in PvP and gone, oh, they're really good. Like, the only ones I can think of off the top of my head recently anyway have been like Android 21 green LF Vegeta. That's probably it. It's recently, the last couple of months anyway. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of here. Again, let me know what Zenkai you guys want to see, especially during year 4, or even just upcoming after Android 13. But like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, because it is, as always, very highly appreciated. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.